So hey folks, so what's the deal with the South Florida real estate prices? Are they about to skyrocket? Are the market finally cooling off? And what's with those interest rates and real estate taxes and the insurance costs? When are we going to see a break anytime soon? Folks, if you're itching to know, we're going to answer these questions and dive into the top 5 indicators you need to watch if you're buying or selling in paradise. Hey folks, welcome to our channel Living in Fort Lauderdale with Kevin Sues, where we keep you guys up to date on all things real estate here in paradise. So let's go ahead and jump into those 5 key indicators. Hey folks, let's go ahead and talk about something that's been on everybody's mind lately, mortgage rates. I mean, and you know what, why not? They've been going up with really almost no indication that they're going to start coming back down again. So folks, if you've been stressing about those sky high rates, we've got some good news for you. You know, it looks like a little bit of relief is on the horizon. Mortgage rates are actually expected to dip down around to 6% by the end of 2024, thanks to potential interest rate cuts from the Fed, starting sometime in mid Q3. We were optimistic we were going to see it in May and June, but candidly, folks, inflation is not really rolled back enough. So I think we honestly think it's going to start happening around the middle of Q3. You know, and in fact, the Miami realtors, they actually agree with us. So they predict a 30-year fixed mortgage rate, which is the barometer for mortgage rates, will be dropped by 6% by October, November, December 2024, and average about 6.4% throughout most of the rest of this year and going into 2025. You know, and folks, although this forecast is a bit higher than last December's prediction, it's still a positive trend. In case you're not following it, the Fed has been super cautious and holding the rate steady at 5.25% since the 5.5% since last September. So we really haven't seen much of an increase or much of a change in the last 5 or 6 months. But however, inflation's been quite the roller coaster here. At the end of 2023, it seemed like we were heading towards that ideal 2% target. But hey, early 2024, we saw it spike again. But again, there's more good news. Inflation is expected to slow down, okay, as a decline in market rents from last year really start to impact the CPI shelter index. Now, folks, for those of you that don't know what that is, the CPI shelter index is one of the key indicators for CPI. It's basically the cost of paying for where it is that you have to live. So, so what does this mean for you guys? If you're thinking about buying a home or refinancing, this could be the time to really start planning. Lower mortgage rates mean more affordable monthly payments, which can make your dream home a reality. If you think back to December 2021, where mortgage rates were 3%, okay, essentially nobody really cared because you could qualify for damn near anything. Okay, so just imagine locking in a great rate now and know you made a smart financial move. Of course, we do have to keep our eye on factors like oil prices, election spending, which could also impact this. But overall, the trend looks promising, and it's definitely something to keep in mind as you navigate the real estate market. So folks, what's the next key indicator is it really comes down to the sale of existing homes are set to increase. So what it really comes down to single family homes are set to soar by about 11%. Okay, and condos may dip by like 5%. That kind of speaks to what's on the market, what the inventory is. Okay, so overall, we're looking at like a 3% boost in existing home sales. So that means we're just going to have a 3% increase in the number of sales over the previous years. But really, what does that mean for the buyers and for the sellers? So, let's kind of break it down a little bit here. Last year, initially, we were optimistic and we thought we'd have a 7% increase in home sales back in December of last year. Higher mortgage rates caused us to kind of give that little cause for pause, if you will, okay? And they really kind of started kind of ticking down. It went down to 6 and then 5 and then finally 3. In the first 2 months of 2024 here, single-family sales have actually seen a healthy 2.7, almost a 3% increase. Condos and townhomes kind of went the other way. They kind of saw a 4% decrease. So again, what does this mean for buyers? Okay, so folks, if you're a buyer and you're eyeing a single family home, okay, you're in luck. With an 11% projected growth in sales, which that's going to be more available, okay, that's going to give you there's high demand, okay, it could be more competition. However, it's going to indicate a strong market. So investing in a single family home may be a very wise move now for appreciation. On the other hand, condo buyers may find some really great deals. With a 5% decline in condo sales, there's less competition, and you may have some more room to negotiate on prices. If you're looking for more affordable entry into the market, condos could be your best bet. Also, investors, folks, whether you're looking to invest short-term or long-term rentals, again, this could be kind of the jumping point for y'all. Y'all need to reach out and talk to experts like my team and I on kind of what's the best for you based upon what your strategy is, what your risk tolerance is, and what your initial investment is going to be. Now for sellers, what does this mean for you folks, okay? If you're selling a single family home, right now the market is hot. There's inventory is still a little bit lower than it has been, okay? But with the anticipated growth in sales, now may be the right time for you to list your property. Keep in mind, the more properties that come on the market, the more competition you have, the more you have to work on making sure that your home is perfectly priced and properly marketed. Again, reaching out to experts like my team and I so that we can walk you through what's critical for the sale of your home in your neighborhood. Okay, and buyers, they will be eager, but they're going to be looking for a great return on their investment. Again, if you're selling your condo, okay, because down here in South Florida, there are a lot more condos than there are single family homes, you probably need to be prepared to be a little bit more patient. The decline in the sales will suggest buyers are going to be a little more cautious, okay, and possibly due to some of the new regulations. Check out some of our other videos in regards to what's going on in the condo market as far as new regulations with the structural impact reserve studies going on and some of the other legislation that's going on. And folks, make sure that you work closely with realtors like my team and I to make sure that your property is properly priced. Say that one 3 times fast, okay? Make it competitively to make it stand out. So kind of what are driving these trends? So there's several factors that are actually kind of fueling the market. Strong job growth and an influx of new residents from higher cost states like New York and Cali. We've been seeing it for a while. We've been telling you about it in almost every one of our videos. It's happening. We're still seeing folks coming into Florida and more specifically South Florida. Now, there is a little minor adjustment coming on, and those of you that have been following the NAR lawsuit, okay, come mid-July, there's going to be a decoupling with basically buyers and sellers, agents, commissions, and whatnot. Something, if you are a seller, you definitely want to know about this. If you're a buyer and you're interested, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know what your interest is. We're more than happy to go through it with you. It's a lot of legal jargon, a lot of legalese, but there are some things that you need to be aware of from both a buyer and a seller perspective. But honestly, it's really kind of hard to say what kind of an impact this is going to have on the market. So welcome to our channel, Living in Fort Lauderdale with Kevin Sues. You know, we as much as we love doing our videos, and we truly do, one of the things that we really love is helping folks out with any real estate related questions about anything going on here in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, or any of the surrounding areas. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask us any questions. Give us a phone call, shoot us a little text, DM us, drop us a note, drop us a comment below, okay? And also you can click the link and set up a time where we can chat for about 40-45 minutes about all the questions that you may have. And with this market, with the way this market is right now and things that are going on here in South Florida and things that are going on more specifically in the Fort Lauderdale and surrounding areas, there's a lot of questions folks have. Please feel free to go ahead and reach out and let us know. If you would consider subscribing to our channel, hit the subscribe, okay? Hit the bell to get notified every time we drop a video. And please, if you like what we say, let us know. If you don't like what we say or don't agree with it, that's okay too. We want to hear from everybody. So, you know, we talked about home sales. Now let's talk about home sale prices. Folks, home sale prices are likely to increase a little more modestly than they have in the past, around 4 to 5%. Single family homes may go up as much as 7%. Condo prices may rise maybe about a 1%. It may even be a break even. But you know, folks, to kind of put that in perspective, imagine this. One of our clients last year bought a single family home down from us for $540,000. Fast forward to now, okay, the median price for that same home has jumped to nearly $600,000. That's a 13% increase just over a year ago. So folks, looking ahead, home sale prices are expected to rise more modestly, around 4 to 5%, with single family homes again climbing by 7%. Okay, but what does this mean to you? If you're eyeing single family homes, expect prices to keep inching up. For condo buyers, a slower price increase may be your golden opportunity, okay? And folks, here's a sweet, sweet bonus that not everybody knows about. Florida's Live Local Act, it's State Bill 102, is rolling out the largest investment in housing in state history. It's offering financial assistance for low interest financing for developers and for property tax exemptions for small housing units. What this means, that's going to pass on to the buyers. And it's going to all kinds of incentives. And it's not just low income housing. Okay, it's housing. It's housing starts to get builders building back again. So it's a great deal to look into. Again, feel free to reach out if you got any questions about that. That will be a great thing to put in that little box down below. So hey, Kev, what is Florida's Live Local Act or State Bill 102? So inevitably it comes down to the big question. So is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? What is it? Okay, the single family home market is going to likely remain a seller's market with with about 4 months supply. I mean, anything less than 6 months supply is typically a seller's market. Anything more than 6 months supply is typically a buyer's market. And we use 6 months as kind of the balanced market perspective. So the condominium and townhome market, that's going to be inching up towards more of a buyer's market. We're looking right now, we're forecasting about an 8-month supply by year end. Okay, so kind of look at it from this perspective. You're browsing homes through our website, okay, and you notice the single family homes are flying off the market. It's no wonder. The market remains a seller's paradise, so it's just four months supply, okay, and that 4 month supply is spread out. There are a lot of areas that only have a month or two supply in there. Meanwhile, if you take a look at condos or townhomes, okay, it's a little bit more balanced with an 8-month supply giving buyers a little more breathing room, okay. So, but kind of here's the scoop. Mortgage rates dropped below 7% earlier this year, okay, down from nearly 8%. Actually, a couple days in October last year, kind of creeped up over 8%. This dip in rates has encouraged more homeowners to list their properties, thinking maybe they can pick up on that downtick, if you will. Okay. In fact, new listings of single-family homes shot up 23% in the first quarter, and townhomes and condos saw an increase of 29%. So more supply could be unlocked as interest rates fall further in the second half of the year. But folks, what does this really mean for you? Okay, what it means is that if you're hunting for a single-family home, act fast. Okay, especially for homes under 400,000, where the market is even tighter. On the other hand, condos and townhome buyers, again, you'll have a bit more inventory to choose from, okay? And with new listings, will actually begin to outpace pending sales. Again, creating an even greater inventory and an even longer time on the market. So folks, active listings of single family homes are up 20% year over year, and condos and townhomes have seen a jump of 54%. Now this is the listings, this is not the sales. This is telling you how quickly properties are coming on the market. Okay, so folks, Southeast Florida is still poised to have strong economic fundamentals in 2024. Okay, so if you're thinking about moving down to South Florida, okay, and you hear it's a hotspot for economic growth, guess what? You're right. Okay, in 2024, we're set to continue thriving with strong job growth, rising populations, and really impressive improvements in transportation and infrastructure. For example, the Bright Line. It's a train that used to go for like Pompano Beach, West Palm Beach, all the way down to Miami. Now it goes clear up to Orlando, making it easy for folks who want to visit South Beach, making it even easier for folks in Southeast Florida, where we are, to take that ride up to Orlando to go check out what's going on. So let's kind of break it down to kind of the nuts and bolts of it. Okay, in the first quarter of 2024, employment in Southeast Florida grew by 2.1%. That outpaced the national average, way above the national average, which is only 0.6%. Okay, so if you're in education, health services, leisure, hospitality, trade, transportation, utilities, and IT, especially financial services, you're in luck. These industries saw the biggest gains that they've seen in many a year. For example, if you're a nurse or a teacher, you'll probably find plenty of job opportunities waiting for you. In 2023, nearly every county in South Florida saw a net gain in population. Miami-Dade actually led the way, with a surge driven by international migration and a natural increase of births over death. So what does that really mean? That means a lot of folks from outside the country were coming in and staying here. And actually, for the first time in a number of years, we've actually had more people born than we had people die. Okay, so it's no surprise that Miami-Dade continues to top the charts in net international migration. Plus, Miami-Dade and Broward County are among the only of the 19 counties in Florida with a natural population increase. The infrastructure is also getting a huge boost. As I mentioned before, the Bright Line now connects Miami to Orlando with stops in Aventura, Fort Lauderdale, Boca, and West Palm. Okay, folks, again, imagine hopping on a train to Miami and 3.5 hours later, you're in Orlando. Or in Orlando, you come down to Orlando, you spend a day at Disney World, and the next day you decide, let me go check out South Beach. 3 hours later, you're at South Beach. Okay, this connectivity is expecting to really bolster the economy of the surrounding area. With the expansion of key infrastructures like Port Miami and the Port of Everglades, and also improvements and expansion to the 3 major international airports, okay, companies are flocking here, bringing more job opportunities and contributing more to our little area of paradise's vibrant economy. So whether you're looking to start a new career, expand your business, or just enjoy a better quality of life, Southeast Florida, as we've been saying for years, is the place to be. So to kind of bring this, let me bring this all together from the standpoint of a home buyer, seller, or investor in South Florida. Let's break it down a little bit, okay? So the Fed's recently decided again to keep the Fed funds rates unchanged since January and March meetings. We had hoped for a little tick down in May and June, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, okay? What this sets the stage for is some potential significant interest rate cuts later on this year. So if you're thinking about buying a home or refinancing your mortgage, okay, this can mean lower borrowing costs in the near future. If you look at the big picture, Southeast Florida's strong economic fundamentals like job growth and infrastructure improvements paint a positive outlook for 2024 and 2025. Okay, although the pace of growth may be a little bit slower than we anticipated last December, we're still expecting a very solid and a very steady recovery of home sales and steady price increases. So just folks, kind of take a step back and let you scratch that. So folks, just kind of close your eyes for a second. Imagine yourself taking long morning walks along South Florida's beautiful beaches, Deerfield Beach, Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Hollywood Beach, South Beach, okay? And during the warm weather year round, okay, it's no wonder that folks continue to come down and attract new buyers. With 92,000 movers coming in the last 2 years, whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to invest in property, South Florida remains a top choice. For those of you looking at single-family homes, the market is expected to continue strong performance with robust sales and price growth. Okay, it means your investment's likely to appreciate over time, and in fact, it may even start to appreciate a little bit quicker. On the other hand, if you're in the market for a condo, whether you're a buyer or a seller, you need to be prepared to expect a little more balanced scenario, providing some stability and some potentially great deals. In short, the housing market crash in Florida really seems unlikely. The single-family market will continue to outperform the condominium market in terms of sales and price growth. It does kind of make sense because there's actually a ratio of about 10 condos for every single-family home. So folks, now's a great time for you to consider your options and make informed decisions. So thanks for watching Live in South Florida with Kevin Sues. If you found this video helpful, smash the button, subscribe for more real estate updates, tap that bell to get notified every time we drop a new video, okay? And we'll see you in our next one.